Hey everyone, Trail Ducker here, doing another Design League 4.2 playthrough, and this one is for In This Style. Um, so as I said in the other ones, doing this alphabetical order, so this is the fourth of eight, and we don't have the um, end results finalized yet at this point that I'm recording this, but this one is going to be challenging for the lead. So just know that going in, and let me make sure I'm on the furthest T, pin 3, and settings low wind to not have it mess with my playthrough. And let me turn on some royalty free music. So this one had a lot going for it in terms of the environment was done really well. I like that not only was it planted, but the water was there, but it was more as a backdrop. It doesn't affect the strategy. And yeah, like as I said, the environment was going to be done well. It looks like this might be planned to be more holes, which I would not be mad if this competition influenced In This Style to kind of do a whole kind of wacky only fairway course, which is cool. And yeah. So some of the sculpting looks a little man-made. I like it because it's pretty natural and you can just kind of see areas that they pushed up with their tools, and I think that works pretty well. I appreciate that. At times it could maybe be smoothed out. Some of that I think is the low lighting, but the lighting isn't too low because you need to see the shadows from the contours you make. So good job there. Here it's a little bit just try to hit this flat area. I think a little more coordination. This is across the board on all of them. More coordination between the fairway humps and bumps and the green contours to create an overall strategy of each hole could have been done. This course and a few others were better at creating a kind of overall strategy, but it's still across the board was kind of an issue with the entries. But overall, this is a nice first opener. So I do feel some of the kind of back part of that could be even exaggerated more, and maybe some sort of kind of dip here to really make it like, do I want to go for it or do I want to lay back, and then maybe flatten this area to make or have some sort of actual worthwhile layback area to entice that. Because right now, I mean, I'm going to take 3-wood instead of driver, but there's no real reason to just not blast it and see where you end up. And you have that backstop there too to kind of help. So a little more, I mean, you have the dips there, but something to make it to where, I mean, if you go down that dip, right now it's not too scary. Oh, and I just nailed that eagle putt. And I know it's hard to do with just fairway, And also, I'm saying on other playthroughs, hey, that is too severe. That doesn't look man-made. Or I mean, that's too man-made. So it's all a delicate balance. But when you do a drivable par 4 on this short with only fairway, you got, you know, that's kind of what happens. Or what I'm going to call out. I remember I really loved this punch bowl green. Like, best green in this contest. Like, I love this green. I don't know if you just literally found that or if you kind of worked it in, but great job either way. But again, there's no real, you know, down here you might want to just try to get to that little valley to see if you can cut off any distance. That's really all the strategy off the tee is. This stupid game where how short everything plays. I shouldn't have an 8-iron in there, but this game is ridiculous. Some of that, since it's so close to the pin, should be chilled out. Basically, that's too much, probably back slope right at the pin, or that pin just pushed back. So this green, I like the idea of this kind of volcano hole, but it's way too artificially pushed up. I think a good 3 to 5 feet lower and this hole would fit better, but it's just, it's too kind of forced up in this way. The concept isn't bad though, especially for not having bunkers. You got to create, and I'm gonna go down in the, for not having bunkers, you got to create some sort of challenge, and I get that, but either raise up the land around it or make it not so kind of, I don't know how to explain it besides just saying artificially, again, jacked up. I do like that little back helping slope behind it. So I do feel like this tee shot is pretty similar to 3. They both are kind of blind, which I get since there's no hazards. You can do blind tee shots, but for only 6 holes, and both the par 5s being a kind of blind uphill tee shot, it just seems redundant. So, one of those tee shots could have been reworked, I think, a little bit better. Or reworked to not be so similar. Oh, I didn't get on the right side of that hill. Although that would have just shot me way down. I suck at putting. I feel like this green, the way it's the way this green is worked, there's no real difference in terms of angle here or here. With the water here, I assume this is like the preferred area. I mean, it's lower, so I guess you can get a little more distance, but I feel like the green should have been, and in front of the green should have been worked a little bit more so that there's a difference. I don't mind that dip in front, but it just makes it so either way you kind of have to you have to fly it over that depression in front. Which is short hole, so you should have to, but I guess a little more in terms of the strategy could have been done there. Let's chip in bird to end. But yeah, good entry. Like I said, this is one of the top ones for sure. And thank you for doing a little bit of pretty planting on the sides, make it have a little bit of environment. And I like that you had a bit of variety in terms of hole length. I don't know if you needed the 2 par 5s or one could have maybe been longer. It looks like I just now realized that your tees are manipulated here, and red is further on hole 5 and hole 4, so I see you did a little work there too. But yeah, thanks for the entry. Great job, and see you next time.